Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, it's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
All right, why don't we start off with tell us your name, age, a little bit about yourself.
Of course, my name is Alexander James Rodriguez. I'm 13 years old and I am an actor and recording artist.
Excellent. How long have you been in the business, Alex?
I have been in the entertainment industry for about since I was 6. So I started when I was 6 and then I became part of the SAG-AFTRA Guild when I was 7 and I've been acting since then.
Fantastic. So, Alex, how did you get introduced to acting?
So my mom was always in the entertainment industry, so I got introduced into acting and into that area of expertise through that.
Excellent, excellent. Let me ask you, do you feel that it's necessary for artists to wear many hats and multitask to get themselves out there nowadays?
Of course, you see, I started off when I was 6 and I've been acting for a while and some things have picked up, some things haven't, and it really is based on how much content you have and how much you're able to be. So people can be producers at the same time as being writers and directors, and in my case, I am an actor, but due to COVID, everything slows down, and so I've transitioned and progressed into the music industry, and I still act, but I'm wearing that hat of being in the music.
Wow, that's fascinating. What are the most difficulties that you face doing that, transitioning from acting, especially because of COVID, into music? What do you find the most difficult about that?
From acting, it was difficult to transition because due to COVID, you have everyone wearing a mask, and if you're on set, everyone has to wear a mask, and it sometimes, everyone wearing a mask, it's hard to hear them, or it's, difficult to understand. And with music, you can't have too many people in the same room. It's not so much difficult, it's just a different atmosphere, and it's just different. Everyone has to adapt.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Where do you see the future of the industry and your place in it as an actor, musician, artist in general?
I feel like as the entertainment industry progresses, more people look at social media in order to cast someone, and they look at everything about that person from day one. So you really have to have as much outreach as you can so that as many people know you, and wearing all those hats help people find you. And so when you're found, everyone usually, does everything based on that. And so in the future, everything's going to be exactly like that. And more people are going to wear more hats and be more things and learn to adapt to that environment.
Alex, I want to ask you. So before we started the interview, I got to hear some of your upcoming track, California, and it's hot. It's really hot. I really dug it. So let me ask you, did you write the lyrics for this? And if so, what inspired you to make such an anthem for California?
Yeah, so I started writing the lyrics for California with my mom and Alex Jack, the writer, and we started writing based on my hobbies and what I like to do. And since I moved from London and Spain and Europe and moved all the way to LA, and I really got to have the LA California culture, and so the things I love to do is consisting of beaches and surfing and playing guitar and skateboarding and all of that. And so I decided to hone in on that and use California to express what I enjoy doing.
Fantastic. Well, you definitely captured that. I mean, it's hot. I can't wait for people to hear it. I have one more question for you. Where do you see yourself in the next, let's say 2 years, musically and as an actor? What are kind of your goals? Is it to get on a show? Is it to do a film? Is it to get 3 million Spotify followers? What are your hopes?
All of that, actually. I want to be well known. I want to be, known, be out there. I want to be on movies and TV shows and still act at the same time as singing, and people listening to my music and feeling good about themselves when they listen and relating to my music and everything about everything. Yeah.
Fantastic. Question for you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your music? What you've dropped, where it's at, where people could see it, what's coming. Tell us the importance of creating your own music and getting it out there on platforms, especially at your age. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I started recording my first 3 records during the top of lockdown, and we released My Crew, which was about my friends, and that was recorded and then put out in July. Thank you to the Hollywood Music in Media Awards for this prestigious Rising Star Award for my debut single, My Crew. And then we had Your Smile, which was out about a girl's smile, and that came out in, I want to say, August. And then we had Up to You, which was more of a inspirational song that came out in September. And so we had all that, and then we had remixes for My Crew and Up to You, which released in, I want to say, October. And then we recorded the next song, which was a Christmas song called A Holiday in LA, and that was solely made for UNICEF, to give back to UNICEF. And that was a very fun song to sing. Here in November, we're recording my next 3 songs, Doesn't Matter to Me, We Are, and California, and those will come out at next year.
Sounds like you got a full plate going on here.
Yeah.
And you're still finding time to do things that are giving to causes and charitable. That's fantastic. Again, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
My mind is blown. What is it that you want to share to everybody about what you do and what you aspire to be?
Right, so I've been doing acting since I was 6, and I've been working hard and trying to get myself out there and going on auditions, and hundreds and hundreds of auditions, whether I get them or not. And it's hard, it's very stressful for a kid growing up to go through that, but I still love it, and it's fun for me, and I enjoy what I do.
What would you like to see happen for yourself, musically, as an actor, just as an artist in general?
I am going to continue to write my music. I'm going to continue to go all in for auditions. I'm going to continue working on self-tapes and voiceovers, and I'm going to keep making great content until that day happens.
I have no doubt that you are going to make waves. You're an intelligent, incredible young man. It's been an honor talking to you, and I could see that you work endlessly. I could tell just by being here, and I want to commend you on, I think at any age that's a lot of pressure, but at your age, it could really come off as like, oh, is he okay? And you are okay. You love what you're doing, you're passionate, you're talented. We're grateful to have your work, and I think the world's going to feel the same. So
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this interview with us.
Thank you. My name is Alexander James Rodriguez, also known as AJ Rodriguez.